Hi, Chris Hanna, Mayor of Marion, reporting on last Tuesday night's council meeting. It was action-packed, and I'm here at the Marion Outdoor Pool to announce that we've extended the outdoor pool season. Now, it's always been 5 or 6 months of the year, you'd understand, because it's an outdoor pool, but traditionally it's been tied to the phases of the moon. I know, it's unbelievable, but it's true. It was tied to the date of Easter as to when the season closed. But now we're simply saying end of April, so it makes it much easier. So once you get to the end of the October long weekend, that is at the beginning of October, the pool will be open until the end of April. Meanwhile, some news for our sporting clubs. We have a wonderful gymnastics club, Kurana Gymnastics Club, 1,000 members. They do amazing work, really talented athletes there, but they need a disability toilet. So Council's taken the first step in supplying some funding to make sure we can eventually get them that toilet built onto their building. Also for the Marion Cricket Club, we gave approval for relocation and expansion of their cricket training nets, so they'll be happy with that. It's quite a process, but at least it's an important step of the process. And then we went into confidential session to discuss the budget envelope for a couple of major projects. One being a new clubhouse at the Marion Golf Park. That's going to be renamed the Seacliff Golf Course with the whole new look that we're giving it. It is an amazing 9-hole golf course with views of the sea. And it's not one of those posh golf courses that costs thousands and thousands to join. It's a community golf club. And people go along to have a hit, have a social time, a good excuse to walk around on the turf for a couple of hours. Also, the Warradale Park Tennis Club, having a major upgrade to improve their upstairs facility as a viewing and entertainment area. And finally, mentioning that we do some big picture stuff as well. So where the state government, for example, is proposing a tram overpass over Marion Road between Cross Road and Anzac Highway, we've been speaking to local residents about how they think it might affect them. So we've compiled that into a letter and put it as a submission to the Minister for Transport so that they can get it right for our local community. And finally, I mentioned that we put in a submission to a parliamentary committee that's looking at soft plastics recycling. You might remember there was a scandal a couple of years ago when everyone was dutifully taking their soft plastics to the local supermarket for recycling, only to find that they weren't being recycled at all. They were just being stockpiled. So work needs to be done on this, and I applaud the state government for looking at the issue. Well, we have a lot of experience with this because Marion, with Onkaparinga and Holdfast Bay councils, has a state-of-the-art recycling facility, but it's not much good with these soft plastics unless there's a market, something that we can produce at the end of it to make the recycling worthwhile. So the issue does need to be examined. We've put our ideas into the parliamentary committee and we really hope that that bears fruit. They are just the headlines from last Tuesday's council meeting. I'll be back in another month with more headlines from next month's meeting.